What's going on, folks? Ted from Immersion here, and you know that I love surveys, and Wizards of the Coast just released one today. I haven't gone through it and taken a look, but it appears to be about WotC in general, right? Do you play Magic? Do you like D&D? What do you think about games? So I thought, let's go take a look, and we'll go through it together. And from what I've seen from some people saying, they're really using it as a means to truly give Wizards of the Coast their feedback, so I guess we'll try to do the same. All right. Which versions of Magic the Gathering have you played? So I used to play with physical cards. I never played online, and I never played Arena. I currently play D&D. Have you heard of any of the upcoming digital games? Yes, I've heard of all three of these. Okay, next. Which Magic colors, which Magic colors do you strongly prefer to play? I don't remember, man. It was like in the mid-90s. I think I liked black and green, I think. I really don't remember. It was like the like I said, early 90s, mid-90s. When was the last time you played each of the following? More than 12 months ago. Okay. When did you start playing Tabletop Magic? 94, 93? 94, because I think I got the cards. Oh god, the month that I started playing? I don't know, March. I mean, I bought the cards when they first came out, but I didn't understand how to play for a while, so, okay. Have you ever played? No, never played in a tournament of any kind. How do you prefer to play Magic? I don't. We just talked about how I haven't played since 93. Okay, which format is your favorite? I don't have one, because there wasn't any format back then. In the past 6 months, where did you typically buy Magic cards? I haven't purchased any in the past 6 months. How likely is it that you would recommend Magic the Gathering? I wish there was an indifferent, because I'm indifferent. I don't know anything about it. I guess I can put myself in the middle. I don't play anymore, so I'm purely indifferent. So, but that's not an option. I'll do the same thing and I'll say it again. Okay. There's no neutral option. How do you feel about Magic the Gathering overall? I dislike it, I guess, because I don't play anymore. Again, there's no generic option. God, do you feel Magic the Gathering is on its way up and growing in strength, holding its ground, and pretty consistent, or on its way down? I'm going to say holding its ground, because I don't know. I don't play anymore, so I don't know. Okay. All right. Now we're moved on to a topic that I can actually talk about. 3rd edition. Which of the following have I played? 3rd and 5th. And that's it. Next. Which edition did you first play? 3rd. When was the last time I played D&D? Within the last week. 5th edition. I don't know why it says any version of D&D and then 5th edition. I guess, okay, both within the last week. Do you own any official? Yes, I own both. What character classes do I prefer to play? Okay, this is interesting. All right, I prefer Cleric, Paladin, Bard, and Wizard. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Oh, I can only choose 3. Okay, then the Cleric, Bard, and Paladin. Choose which races do I prefer to play? Elf. I'm just thinking about the characters that I've played the most of. Were like, because I've said it before. I don't get a chance to play very often in 5th edition, so I have to pick characters that I played the longest, which would be an elf, a half elf, which is gonna sound so basic and a human. Like, those are the 3 races that I've played the most of in 5th edition. I did play a goblin for a while. I am currently playing a tiefling. But the characters that I've played the longest are... I guess it's do I prefer to play. But even still, I kind of prefer to play those 3. I don't know what it is about me just playing a human. I just enjoy it. I don't know why. I know it's like super as basic as you can be, but I like elves. I've always, at least in 5th edition, I've been drawn to half elves. But you know what? I'll uncheck human and I'll put tiefling. I think that's pretty legit. Okay. Have I ever been a DM? Yes. What year did I first DM? This is after college. 2009, we'll say. In the past year, what percentage of your overall D&D time has been spent DMing? 95%. How likely is this dude to recommend Dungeons & Dragons? Extremely likely. 5th edition? Also extremely likely. I was gonna say, it's... let's see, why would I recommend D&D? It's generated some of the best memorable moments in my life. I've gained and strengthened countless friendships because of it. And I just love this game. Why would I recommend 5th edition? The bar for entry is low. It's currently very popular and widespread. And it has options and pulls a lot of what I liked from 3.5e, but not everything, which is both good and bad. How do I feel about D&D overall? I love this game, man. 5th edition, I love this game. I'm not going to write a second comment. I basically just told them everything they need to know. Do you feel Dungeons & Dragons is on its way up, growing in strength? Yeah, it's on its way up on both accounts. I think we all can agree with that. What is my age? 34. Which best describes me? I am a man. Okay, that was it. Interesting. They had said, I thought there was probably going to be more questions about the video games, right? Baldur's Gate 3, I bought into it early access when it first came out. For those of you who don't know, I have a secondary YouTube channel where I upload all like the VODs for all the D&D live streams that I do. But we also did a playthrough of the entire early access with a 4-player party of Baldur's Gate 3. So we had a lot of fun with that, and I genuinely enjoy it. The only problem at the moment, which isn't really a problem, as it's in early access, and we know what that means, but it's only the first act, and I've played through the first act a handful of times. Now, they added extra content when they dropped the Druid race, or the Druid class in there, so that's something. But I need some more time to pass before I can go back and play through Baldur's Gate 3 again, because I know what all the quests are, I know what all the stuff is, I know where all the magic items are and what everything's going to happen, so there's not really enough new stuff for me to go back and play Baldur's Gate again at this point, because the story only can go so far before it stops. Yes, I can do more different things with the NPCs and different storylines, but still. And, you know, I'm excited for Dark Alliance. I'll be honest, I've seen a couple of the videos. I feel like it could get repetitive. It's a hack and slash beat 'em up game, though, and honestly, that's sort of their thing. It does look like they're branching skill trees, so it could be a little bit more interesting. I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it. I might do live streams for it. I've reached out to the team behind it to see if we can't work on something together, but we'll see what comes from that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this survey. Did you fill it out? I mean, I was pretty generous, I guess, and positive in this. But, you know, the questions as they were posed, I feel like I answered truthfully. I have my issues with Dungeons and Dragons, and I have my issues with 5e. I've aired them in a handful of different things in several videos. The reason I have a fixing series for 5e is because I think there's things that need to be fixed. You know, I've been brought on to work on other, you know, third-party projects and stuff by folks to help them critique and edit stuff because I feel like there's issues with 5e, and people recognize that in some cases my arguments are well validated and thought out. So I do love the game though. I do want to stress that, right? I play this game every week. I've been playing every Tuesday for the past 6 years. You know, I have hundreds of hours sank into this game, both older editions and 5th edition. Again, 90% of those weekly 3 to 4 hour sessions are all available on YouTube between this channel and the secondary channel. So I don't know. I do still think it is growing. I think the numbers, the profit numbers, and all the stuff we've seen from Hasbro are proving that it is still on the incline. I don't know what the purpose of this survey is. Like, usually once a year they do kind of like or maybe once every other year, like a state of the game. Like, where do you stand on Dungeons and Dragons at this point in time? And I think that might be kind of what this was getting at, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what else you want to see from Nerd Immersion in the future. I've got a lot of stuff coming. Obviously, Van Richten's launches next week, so full-blown coverage coming on that. But I have a couple of post-it notes here and some documents with other future topics that I'm working on. And let me know what kind of content you like the most from Nerd Immersion. I might make a separate video just kind of beseeching folks for their thoughts, but whether you like the top 10s or you like the more dive in where we kind of highlight different aspects of the game, the open-ended discussions, story time, whatever you want, let me know. Again, and if you like this stuff and you like me and the channel, consider subscribing. We all like seeing numbers go up. I do too. We're approaching 75,000, which is pretty crazy. I was hoping to hit 100,000 by my birthday in July, but YouTube's doing a thing, and my numbers have kind of stagnated in the early 70,000s, which is fine. I'm thankful for everybody that's here. I'd like to bring in even more folks. I'd love to get that play button so we could hang it on the wall somewhere here, but it is what it is. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.